For decades, digital tools were simple extensions of our logic. A calculator gave us answers, but it never tried to think for us. Then came the internet, indexing the world's knowledge and putting it just one search query away from our fingertips. But today, we are crossing a threshold. We are moving from tools that find information to systems that generate it. Today we explore why our greatest human advantage might be at risk. The arc of technology has always been about efficiency. From the first mainframe to the smartphone, we've traded effort for speed. However, this evolution has fundamentally changed how we trust information. We no longer verify, we simply expect the machine to be right. The benefits are undeniable. AI helps doctors spot patterns in medical scans that the human eye might miss during a long shift. It empowers farmers with satellite data and gives students in remote villages access to the world's most sophisticated tutoring systems. For those with disabilities, AI provides a voice translating sign language or text into speech in real time, democratizing communication for everyone. But there is a shadow to this progress. We are witnessing a growing cognitive dependency that experts find deeply concerning. Think of the driver who follows a GPS into a lake, or the student who submits an essay without reading the content first. The cognitive problem isn't the technology itself. It's our loss of the instinct to question the systems we use every day.
Generative AI is a departure from everything that came before. It doesn't just calculate, it simulates human-like expertise. A calculator is transparent, but an AI produces persuasive, authoritative text that sounds certain. Even when it's completely wrong, this creates a trust interface we are naturally inclined to believe things that sound confident and intelligent, regardless of the source.
The speed of adoption is unprecedented. It took decades for the internet to become universal. But AI reached millions in mere days. Everywhere you look, on buses, in cafes, and in schools, the world is plugging into a brain that isn't their own. The tool has arrived before our culture or our defenses could adapt. This creates a massive opportunity for exploitation by bad actors. Criminals are using this familiarity against us. They no longer need technical skills. They just need an AI to mimic trust. We see deepfake voices of loved ones and perfectly crafted phishing emails that are impossible to distinguish from legitimate corporate communications. The most vulnerable are children, who may interact with friendly AI personas that are actually tools for grooming and manipulation.
In the academic world, we are seeing the hallucination effect. AI generates citations for papers that simply do not exist if we feed bad data back into these systems. We create an error loop where the AI learns from its own mistakes, compounding them. To counter this, we need a new curriculum, one that prioritizes verification over consumption and skepticism over blind trust. Modern literacy must include bias detection, source tracing, and a fundamental awareness of how AI can hallucinate facts.
For generations, universities have been more than institutions of knowledge. They have been furnaces of thinking, places where young minds are tested, stretched, refined, and strengthened. A degree was never merely proof of attendance. It represented the ability to reason, to question, to analyze, to create, to fail, to learn, and to defend one's own ideas. But today, a new force has entered the classroom. Artificial intelligence is no longer a distant technology. It is no longer an occasional tool. It is now a companion, a shortcut, a tutor, a researcher, and in some cases, a substitute for thinking itself. The question is no longer whether students will use artificial intelligence. They already are. The real question is whether AI will become a bridge to deeper learning, or a shortcut around the struggle that makes learning possible. In upcoming DCDI conversation, Chuks Ojeme, president of DCDI, joins Michael Orozco, co-founder DCDI, and Dr. Blessing Ojeme, assistant professor of computer science and faculty member, Center for Equitable AI and ML Systems. Together they examine a growing digital risk, AI over-reliance and its effect on the student mind. Dr. Blessing reminds us that AI is not the first disruptive technology. Scientific calculators once triggered similar fears, but now generative AI has narrowed the distance further. The machine no longer waits for commands. It speaks the language of the student. AI's power is also its danger. It is fast, it is confident, it is persuasive. But confidence is not correctness. Michael Orozco raises a warning. When people trust systems too quickly, they become vulnerable. Like GPS, AI can guide. But when guidance becomes obedience, judgment begins to weaken. Over-reliance means outsourcing thinking. This is the danger. Not using AI, but never pausing to ask, what do I think? Learning requires friction. The struggle to understand is the mechanism by which intelligence is formed. For lecturers, a written submission may look impressive, but oral defense reveals academic hollowing. If error is introduced in data, it keeps magnifying. This is the feedback loop of intellectual decay. The new educational challenge is whether students can evaluate the answer. Digital literacy must now include AI literacy. Assessment must test understanding, not just submission. Declare the tools, defend the thinking, demonstrate the skill. The goal is not AI avoidance, the goal is AI mastery. AI in the hands of a thinker can accelerate discovery. Tools in the hands of a craftsman will create progress. AI should multiply craftsmanship, it should not replace it. The future graduate must not only know how to prompt a machine, they must know how to think beyond it. The machine can process data, but only the human can understand the consequence. We must be the final gatekeepers. Validate before you automate. Ensure that AI supports human judgment, rather than replacing the very things that make us human. As we move forward, we must remember our uniquely human advantages. Judgment, moral reasoning, and genuine empathy. Technology gives us wings to soar like an eagle, but only relentless, eagle-eyed vigilance keeps us at that altitude. Digital Crime Defense Institute. Stay vigilant, stay human. Together, we can make digital safety a fundamental human right.